Farming safety. The hidden cost of risk in agriculture. Imagine a workplace so perilous, it tops the list of deadliest professions in Britain. Welcome to the high-pressure world of farming, where the stakes are literally life and death. For over a decade, the Farm Safety Foundation, also known as Yellow Wellies, has been tirelessly campaigning to raise awareness about these dangers through Farm Safety Week. This year marks the 13th anniversary of this initiative. But despite their efforts, the question remains, will awareness truly translate into change when the pressures on farmers are so extreme? Farming accidents in the UK are a grim reality. In the 2024-25 period, 23 farm worker fatalities were recorded, with hundreds more injured. The industry's safety record continues to be the poorest among all occupations in the UK, and nearly half of the victims were over 65. Over the past 13 years, an average of 31 lives have been lost each year on UK farms, affecting farm workers, members of the public, and even children. The causes of these accidents remain consistent and concerning. Incidents involving moving vehicles and quad bikes, tractors tipping over due to underestimating field inclines, falls from height, slips, trips, and body parts getting trapped are common. Hannah Martin, a farmer from West Norfolk, points out that bad weather can tempt farmers to rush, leading to mistakes like failing to secure a gate properly or ignoring the condition of PTO shaft guards. Such oversights can result in livestock escaping or serious machinery accidents. Even small lapses, like leaving a tractor running unattended or not wearing protective gear when handling chemicals, can have long-term health consequences. Elizabeth Otley, another Norfolk farmer, highlights the dangers inherent in agriculture, from large machinery to unpredictable livestock. The long hours and pressure to meet deadlines, compounded by financial stresses, can lead farmers to cut corners or become overly confident around animals they've worked with for years. This mix of physical demands and mental pressure can be deadly. Farmers in East Anglia face these challenges amidst a shrinking workforce. With an average of just 3.3 workers per farm, isolation is a significant risk factor. The lack of support often leads farmers to push themselves too hard, sometimes working alone without adequate rest. This isolation is exacerbated by poor mobile coverage in rural areas, making emergencies even more dangerous. The economic environment isn't coping. Graham Denny, a Suffolk farmer, notes that increased pressure to make ends meet, coupled with reduced government support, forces farmers to work longer hours for less profit. This fatigue-prone environment increases the likelihood of accidents. Modern technology, while beneficial, can also be a distraction, particularly for younger workers relying on satellite navigation. Distracted driving leads to electrical pole strikes, a preventable but deadly hazard. The uncertainty over future regulations and financial support adds to farmers' mental health stressors. Late government decisions can have devastating consequences for harvests and farm viability. Denny's experience with creating a biodiverse habitat highlights this dilemma, facing financial pressures that may force him to destroy a habitat he spent years developing, just to stay afloat. Despite these challenges, there are signs of improvement. The number of reported cases of long-term ill health and serious injuries has decreased from over 23,000 to 18,000. However, the importance of prioritizing health and safety cannot be overstated. It's a message that Stephanie Berkeley, manager of the Farm Safety Foundation, emphasizes. Taking a moment to review routines and equipment can be life-saving. The Farm Safety Foundation and initiatives like the Anna Project offer vital resources and support for those in the agricultural industry dealing with stress and depression. As the industry moves forward, it's crucial to ask, what can we do today to make farming safer? And this is the part most people miss. Farming's dangers are not just about accidents. They're also about the mental and economic pressures that lead to them. It's time to reflect on how we can make farming safer. Will you join the conversation and share your thoughts on how to tackle these challenges in the comments below? Should we prioritize legislation, education, or perhaps the combination of both? Farm Safety Special, Royal Welsh Show 2023, Farmer's Guardian Podcast. Dive into the gripping world of farm safety, where the stakes are high and the risks are real. In a profession where your farm may outlive you, taking precautions becomes paramount. This week, we're bringing you a special episode of the Farmer's Guardian podcast, recorded amidst the vibrant atmosphere of the Royal Welsh show. Join us as we delve into the critical issue of farm safety, a topic that hits close to home for many, especially in light of recent statistics that have labeled farming as the most perilous profession in the UK. But here's where it gets controversial. How do we balance productivity with safety in an industry where every second counts? Our host, Emily Ashworth, a seasoned digital editor, engages in a compelling conversation with Stephanie Berkeley from Yellow Wellies, a farmer named Eoin Humphreys, and Clegg Bamber from Lantra. Together, they explore the profound impact of farm safety on individuals and businesses alike. And this is the part most people miss, the human side of farm safety. It's not just about numbers and regulations. It's about the lives affected, the families torn apart, and the communities that must come together to heal. This podcast is more than a discussion. It's a call to action, a reminder that every precaution taken can mean the difference between life and tragedy. So grab a cup of tea, sit back, and immerse yourself in this crucial conversation. We promise you won't be able to look away. And when you're done, we invite you to share your thoughts. Do you think the industry is doing enough to ensure safety? Or is there more that can be done? Let us know in the comments below. Remember, your voice matters, and together we can make a difference. Farmer's near-death accident. A call for safer farming practices. A chilling wake-up call. The alarming reality of farm safety. Imagine being on the brink of death, only to be given a second chance at life. For Ed Caldwell, a 25-year-old farmer from Oxfordshire, this harrowing experience became a turning point in his life. In 2019, while working in New Zealand, Ed accidentally severed his femoral artery with an angle grinder, leaving him fighting for his life. Miraculously, he survived, but the incident left an indelible mark on his perspective on farm safety. As a third-generation farmer at Dropshort Farm near Abingdon, Oxfordshire, Ed has always been passionate about his job. "I love this job. It's much more of a lifestyle than it is an occupation," he says. However, his near-death experience made him realize the importance of prioritizing safety above all else. "Frankly, the emotional stress that I put my family through is probably my biggest regret. So it's essential to me that no matter what happens on the farm, we do it in a safe manner." Ed's story is a sobering reminder of the dangers that farmers face every day. According to the latest Health and Safety Executive HSE figures, working in and around farms accounts for nearly 20% of all workplace deaths in the UK, despite making up just 1% of the working population. This staggering statistic highlights the urgent need for a cultural shift in farming, where safety is placed at the forefront of every decision. But here's where it gets controversial. Despite the alarming statistics, many farmers continue to take unnecessary risks, often with devastating consequences. HM Inspector of Health and Safety, Wayne Owen, notes that complacency and attitude are major contributory factors to work-related deaths, serious injury, and ill health in farming. Farmers must put the health and safety of themselves and others at the heart of what they do, he emphasizes. So what can be done to address this pressing issue? Ed's experience suggests that taking a step back to think about the task at hand can make all the difference. It is very much a case of think twice and then cut once, he says. By adopting this mindset, farmers can significantly reduce the risk of accidents and create a safer working environment. As we mark Farm Safety Week, an annual awareness raising